We're going to go ahead and review how to remove plastic panels from a Comfortzone or CZinfrared heater. The first panel that we're going to focus on removing is this left side panel. Under this panel is where you find the access port to all of the bulbs, high limit switches, and things of that nature. You will see that there are 3 screws going down the side that need to be removed, as well as 1 screw that is in the notch near the air filter. So you're going to have to remove the air filter simply by pushing up. It's spring loaded. I'm letting it slide out. Set the air filter aside, and then you're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and use a regular hand screwdriver, as my drill does not fit very well into this notch. As I'll be removing the other side panel later, I'm going to go ahead and take this off now. If I was only removing the one panel, I obviously would not need to. Now remove the 3 screws along the bottom. Keep in mind, these screws are going into plastic, so when you put everything back together, I recommend either using a very low torque setting or screwing everything in by hand so that you do not strip out any of the parts of your unit. Simply pull the panel off. It's got a slight lip, so you may have to just pull slightly up and out to get it to detach. Set your panel aside. Now, at this point in time, we have access to the panel. It's already been removed. Here, you can see that there are screws going into the top and bottom plastic panels. If I needed to remove, say, the top panel, maybe so I could tighten up the fan, then I would have to do exactly what I did on the left side, over to the right. There's typically not really much of a reason to remove this side panel, except to be able to remove other side panels. Now at this point in time, to access the fan, I have to remove 3 screws that go straight into the plastic on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and start on this side. And then move on to my original side. Top pops right off. Set it aside like all the other panels. And if you needed to tighten up the fan, you would simply snug these 4 screws. I'll take a moment to talk about this. Keep in mind, you don't want to tighten these down excessively tight, just nice and snug. If you tighten too much, the rubber washers lose their effect. Next, we're going to take off the final panel, this front panel. There are 3 screws on each side, much like the top panel. Simply remove all 6. And the panel comes right off. Pull the panel off, and you have complete access to the PCB.